Look at that. $222,000. But you should not let that faze you. And you should not believe everything you see online. This $222K, we basically got out for $0, right? This was a joint venture. A buddy of mine flipped a house. I put up the money. He did the work. All in on paper. At the end of everything, we're splitting. Basically, it cost us $200K. We're splitting $22,000. Which sounds great still, right? Except for two things. The first one is it took us way too long to complete. So each of us get 10 grand, right? Or 11 grand. Each of us getting 11 grand at the end of the day is actually not the case, because if you divide up the time, we could have made more money just not flipping the house, just doing anything else, because it took too much time for us to finish. That's the first thing. But we still technically got the 11K. But if you factor in our holding costs, then we actually made, so it's October, we held it for 10 months, we bought it basically January, it's October when we sold it. It's about $1,000 a month in holding costs per month, every month. And so at the end of everything, we ended up basically splitting $12,000. Okay, so that's $6 grand a person. But we actually went over budget. And so I'm not gonna split money that we didn't make. So that's another $3 grand. So at the end of the day, we did a whole bunch of hustling, and we each are split. Collectively, we're going to be splitting like $4 grand, $2 grand a person. $2 grand a person for 10 months of intense labor, work, effort, stress, coordinating our teams, opportunity cost of him redirecting his teams to go do and fix stuff, him giving up his weekend time, me and our teams going and doing yard cleanup and mowing and all the stuff. So at the end of the day, it was a miscalculation, and the thought was good. What ended up happening that did not work well was that we ended up paying too much for the house on the front end, right? So we were $100,000 in to buy it, $105,000. We're about $100,000 in to renovate, and actually being $113,000. So we bought too much. Things happen for over budgets. But at the end of the day, I'm selling, and then we did not flip it fast enough. Lessons learned. It's October, right? We hit the market in September. It took September, October to get filled and or to get sold. That was our biggest problem, right? If we would have just sold it, finished it in 3 months, like the initial plan, which we could have done, but we prioritized other emergencies over that, we would have hit in May or June. We probably would have sold for a lot more. So, we sold this thing for $247,500. 229 was what we allegedly walked with after we're paying the hard money lenders off and ourselves off for the material costs. It's $2 grand a person. So don't take these big things that people make. Oh, I made $220,000, and all the Instagrammers and the showing you stuff. I would have rather not done this flip. Towards the end, it was emergency. I'm just so thankful we sold it. At the end, we end up splitting $2 grand, right, each. But I would have rather just not done it and focused our effort elsewhere, because it was 10 months of work for $2,000, right? That's an extreme amount of work and effort. So don't believe everything you see online. I hope that helps.